everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well and happy. Okay, in today's lesson we're going to be focusing on some pronunciation and some commonly mispronounced words, letters and sounds by native Spanish speakers. And the reason for this is that most of my students actually are native Spanish speakers. So hopefully this lesson is going to help remind them of some of their pronunciation mistakes that they are making on a regular basis. Okay, so before I continue, I would like to say that although pronunciation is very important, it's not at the end of the world if you make a mistake, okay? So always try your best to pronounce, and a good way of practicing is by listening and imitating native speakers, okay? But if you do mispronounce a word, it happens often and it's not a major problem. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, we're going to be looking at some words with short and long vowels. Afterwards, we are going to be concentrating on some letters and sounds that are commonly mispronounced. And finally, we're going to be looking at a list of words that are very commonly mispronounced by native Spanish speakers. Okay, so are you ready? Let's go. First of all, short and long vowel words. Repeat after me. Ship, sheep, ship, sheep. Bit, beat, bit, beat. Rip, ripe, rip, ripe. Hat, hate, hat, hate. Win, wine, win, wine. Plan, plain, plan, plain. Pin, pine, pin, pine. Okay, I hope you practice those. Now, moving on, we're going to look at some very common letters and the sounds that native Spanish speakers often mispronounce. Okay, so let's begin with the classic letter V. A lot of Spanish people find this really hard to distinguish between the letter B. So V and B are often confused. Now the letter V makes the sound V, V, and the letter B makes the sound B, B. So we're going to concentrate on V, V, V. So repeat these words after me. Violin, video, very. Okay, violin, video, and very. Moving on, we're going to look at the letter Y, which makes the sound Y, and the letter J that makes the sound J. Again, it's very common for my students to confuse these two sounds, Y and J. Y and J. Okay, so let's practice with me. Yes, yes. Yesterday, yesterday. Young, young. Yolk, yolk. And now J, the J for J sound. John, John. Jelly, jelly. job, job, joke, joke. Okay? Practice those a lot. H, the letter H makes the sound H. Now this is softer because lots of my students, for example, say house, house. It's not house, it's house. Hospital, hospital. Hat, hat. Horrible, horrible. Okay, good. Now, two other letters, Z and S. So the letter Z makes the sound Z. It almost tickles your mouth on the inside. Z. And the letter S makes the sound S. S. Okay, so we have zoo and zany. And for S, we have snake, sorry, and school. Okay? Talking about the letter S, we also need to consider that it's very, very common for a Spanish person to put the letter E in front of the letter S and pronounce it as E. For example, school, stop, stress. So obviously I can understand these words, but we want to try to avoid putting the E in front of the S sound. So we need to be saying school, school, stress, stress, stop, stop. Okay? You have to practice when you're driving home or in some other place, I don't know, in front of the mirror. That's a good one. Okay, TH, TH, th. So the letters T and H together make the sound th. And you really have to kind of stick out your tongue, th. Sometimes I say to my students, if you get your finger and try to touch it with the tip of your tongue, th. This gives you the perfect sound. So, thank you, that, this. Okay, just remember to take your finger away when you're talking to people. Otherwise, they might think you're a little bit crazy. Okay, so TH is th, this, that, think, thank you. Okay, you've got it. Now, moving on, we're going to look at the list of words that are very commonly mispronounced. So let's begin with Wednesday. It is not Wednesday, but Wednesday. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, but Tuesday. Chocolate. It's not chocolate, chocolate. 2 syllables, chocolate. Vegetable, vegetable, not vegetable, vegetable. The same with comfortable, comfortable. 3 syllables, not comfortable, okay? Cue, recipe, chaos, fruit, crisps. This one is almost impossible, but I do have students who can say this, so it's not impossible. I always say, think of the name Chris. Crisps, crisps, crisps. Squirrel. And finally, rural. Okay? So now we're going to practice. I'm going to say some sentences and I would like you to repeat after me. I love Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays. I don't like Tuesdays very much. I don't like Tuesdays very much. Chocolate. I love chocolate. and I eat far too much of it, I have to admit. Okay. Vegetable. I try to eat a lot of vegetables. I try to eat a lot of vegetables. Comfortable. My shoes are very comfortable. My shoes are very comfortable. Queue. I don't like standing in queues. I don't like standing in queues. Recipe. My favourite recipe is my mum's chocolate cake. My favourite recipe is my mum's chocolate cake. Chaos. It's chaos in here. It's chaos in here. Fruit. I eat fruit every morning. I eat fruit every morning. Crisps. I love crisps. I love crisps. Squirrel. I have lots of squirrels in my garden. I have lots of squirrels in my garden. Rural. I live in a rural area. I live in a rural area. Okay, so there you have it. Practice makes perfect and you can do it. See you later. Bye for now. See you.